Hello everyone, this is Astocky here. Welcome to what is not exactly a Minecraft video, but it's a Firefox browser. What I'm doing today is I'm going to go through the process, and it's quite a lengthy process, so sorry if the video runs for quite a long time. I am going to run through the process of downloading all the mods you need, installing them all, and getting them all to work with Minecraft 1.1. So I'm going to add these links. There's a lot of links. There's 45 different files that you need to get everything installed. Plus you'll need some configuration files unless you want to go in and edit them yourselves. So you're probably looking at somewhere up around 50 files that will need to be downloaded. So we'll start with them in order that I'm going to add the links in the description. So the first one you need to get is Somnia. So when you click on the link, it'll bring you to this page. So really simple, you just come here, click the download link. I'll just do this for the very first one just so you can see what happens. So don't click the download there button, that's just silly. Wait up here. Now once that comes up, skip ad, you click the button and then the download will start. So just save that wherever you normally save your downloads. Save it somewhere you'll remember them, and make sure you save them all to the one folder, because that way you can basically manage where you're up to. So that's the first one, which is Somnia. Then the next one is Ray's Minimap. So again, just scroll down, make sure you get the download here for Minecraft 1.1. I always do the AdFly downloads because I like to make sure that the authors who are writing these mods get something for them. So I think that's quite important to get that one there. So again, same thing, download it, click in the top right hand corner, let it go so that you basically know where you've downloaded it, and then we'll move on to the next one, which is Risagami's mods. I'm sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. I don't think the pronunciation really matters though. Now from this page you need to get multiple files. So the first thing you need to get is you need to get modloader 1.1 because that's needed to make everything work. And then if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll need to also get audio mod 1.1. Audio mod is important because it is necessary for Dr. Zark's Mo creatures, which we will get later on. I guess it's one of those weird files where it's very difficult to know if you've got the latest version, because when you download it, it doesn't tell you what it is. Basically, the way I understand it is he only gives them a version name based on the version of Minecraft they work with. So there's nothing else that you actually need from here, so it's just those two. So that was modloader, and then you need to get audio mod. So then the next thing is Buildcraft. So I've given you a link to the download page. It does say download for Minecraft 1, but when you scroll down a little bit it does say 1.1. What you need to get is you need to get all of these files here. So Buildcraft, Client A Core, Transport, Factory, Builders and Energy. You need to get all of those, but for SMP Client and SSP, not the server versions. So same thing again, click on them, download them. The next one is Convenient Inventory mod. Oh, wow, this is actually updated since the last version I had. I had version 2.2. Oh no, version 2.2 was the latest. There you go. So once again, just here, click on download 2.2 for Minecraft 1.1. Then the next one is Chicken Bones mods. Now on this page there's actually two mods that we need to get. The very first one you need to get is not the chicken loader, it's the chicken core. So to get that you click on show, and then you want to download the very first one, which is client. After you've done that, you then want to click on not enough items, and then go down a little way to, you will need to get the Red Power module. It's not actually under that link though, it's down a bit further under install instructions and downloads. So you'll need to get the client. Once you get the client, you need to come down just a little bit here and download the Red Power plugin. Don't click on the link that says Red Power, click on the Red Power plugin. Then we move on to Craft Guide 1.4.1, and again scroll down a little way. and then it says, here we are, current version 1.4.1, and again, add fly link, download it. On to the next one, Dr. Zark's custom mob spawner. Really simple. Just pick the version for the Minecraft we need, which is 1.1 again. Download and save. Now we're on to the actual Dr. Zark's mod, Mo Creatures mod. Getting a bit tongue-tied there. So same thing again, come down here, click on the link and download it. You can ignore these bits here that say what you need because you're already going to be getting those if you're following my guide. So we've already got mod loader and audio mod. So now we need is GUI API and custom mob spawner, which is the previous one we just got. So again, just on this page you only need this link here. The rest of them I've already given you links to. Now, equivalent exchange. They seem to be updating this at a very regular pace at the moment. So 6.22 is the latest version. That's the version that I'm using. So again, we come down, just ignore the text about what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Here we go. We want equivalent exchange 6.22 for the Forge API. So click on that and it will work. Now we close that. Here we have the next one, which is Computer Craft. Same deal again, scroll down a little way. We want to get this one that says 4 players, 1.21 client for Minecraft 1.1. And again, I like the add fly links. On to the next one. Whoops, a bit far down already. So crafting table 2, really simple, same thing again. Just click there and get, actually that's a different version than the one I'm currently using 1.6.1. That's 1.6.2, so I will actually download this one. Part of the reason this time around I'm going for my own mod pack instead of the Technics pack is now that I know all of the block IDs and now that I know all of the I know all of the block IDs, I also know all of the configuration files for all of the mods, so when a mod updates itself like that, I can now seamlessly integrate it and keep moving ahead. You know, there's lots of times where they say, watch out for these mods, they'll break your world. Generally, you know, when you've made your own mod pack, you can get around that, so that's what I intend to be able to do. Okay, so the next one is the web page is Flans mods. It includes a whole lot of different mods, but the mod that we actually want is ModLoader MP. So you click on, so once again, I'll just show what I did again. You just click on ModLoader MP and it jumps you down to where you need to be. You want to get the 1.1 client version 2. This is the link that you want to use to download it. Download it, save it again, and then we move on to the next one, which is Z's, I believe is how it's pronounced, XIEs. So we'll come down. So we'll ignore the installation instructions and go to downloads. So what you want to get is this very first one here, which is the 23rd of January version, and it's the version actually in this particular case I think you can get either file. I don't think it actually matters. What I'm going to do is just really quickly click on the second one because I think it's the SSP, I think is the version that I installed, and I just want to make sure that you get the same version that I get. So again, we're just waiting, clicking the link. Yep, so XIE SSP Jan 23, that's the version that I have. So just to make sure that's nice and clear, it was the second one, which is SSP January 23rd for single player only. Now we're not finished on this page, we also have to come down here and we have to download this one here, which is default farming content, and you can just use the direct download link for that to get it. Now onto GUI API. Let's again scroll down just a little bit and click just here to download. Very simple. Now the next one is the Industrial Craft 2 downloads. Now hopefully it should jump you automatically down to this section. If it doesn't and it leaves you at the top of the page, you just come over here and click on 5 download and it should take you there. So what you need to do is download the client from industrialcraft.net, and that will download a jar file. This is one of the only mods that isn't zipped. It's a jar file, but we'll deal with that later on. So next, inventory tweaks, and actually once again this is a new version, so I will download this as well. It's as simple as you click download, that jumps you down, and then you just click on the link here, which downloads it for you. So we just wait a few seconds, here it pops up, there we go, download. Don't really like that noise, but there we go. Okay, now on to Matmos. Scroll down just a touch. So you have two options here. You can either download the version R10 only, or you can download R10 with Weapon Interactions expansion. Now what that does is that means that the different weapons and things that you use make different noises when you swing them in the vanilla Minecraft sounds. I like that particular one, so that's the one that I'm using. It doesn't really make a difference which one you use, but if you want to have it the same as me, that's the link that you click on. On to the next one. This is incredibly important. It's Minecraft Forge. It's the one that allows everything to work. Really simple. Once again, you come down here and then you download Minecraft Forge for Minecraft 1.1. On to the next page. This is the Crushers mods, and I think when you actually click on the link it'll jump you automatically down to Mine Factory Reloaded, but there are a number of mods we need to get off this page, but we'll get them one at a time. So Mine Factory Reloaded, you want to click here for the current downloads. So I will click there. It jumps you to this page here. The file that you want to get is well, actually that particular one just there is the one that I have, but it looks like they have updated with a slight bug fix. So I will click on that and I will download it, just so that I have the latest version of everything. And so then we'll go back, because you need more than one mod from this page. You also need the power converters mod. Oops, it's jumping all over the place on me. So power converters, so click here for current downloads. And what version of power converters do I have? Because it looks like that's also been updated. I have 1.3.1_01. Oh, there we go, so I have the same version. So we click here on client and download that. Actually, there may have been a third mod we needed from that page. So if you just excuse me for 1 second, I'll just really quickly bring that page back up. So that was Power Crystals mods, not the Crushers mods, there we go. So yeah, I think there may have been a third one that we needed from that page. Yes, there was, here it is. Nether ores. So once again, click the link and download the latest version. You need the client version. That's very important. If you download the server version, it won't do you any good. I will jump back and just make sure there's not another mod that we need. I don't believe that there is. Portable workbench, squirrels, timber. No, okay. So now we're back to red power. Or not back to, but now we're going to do red power. So you need to download all of these files here. Each one of them, you click on it, wait for it to download, and then download it. There's a lot of files. You need all of them if you want it to work as a whole package. And I like having the whole package. I like having the lot. I don't use all of it, but it's nice to have it all. So then the next one we're getting is Thorncraft. Very simple. Come down to here. you want to get, now this is very important, you need to get 1.2.4 with Buildcraft 2 API. If you get the Buildcraft 3 API, it won't work properly. So you need to get that particular version just there. Onto the turret mod. Come down a little way. You can, on the left hand side here, click 6 for downloads. You want to get the very latest download at the top, which is the recommended version, and download and save that. Onto Railcraft. Same again, scroll down a little way. It says all downloads have now been moved to the downloads page. So click the button that says downloads page. We just scroll down a little bit. Now what you want to do is scroll down to where it says client download and then click the button that says complete, because we want the complete Railcraft package. Hopefully I've got the latest version, just going to make sure 3.2.1. I'll have to check that, but I believe that's the version that I've got. So we now close that. Onto Atomic Strikers Battle Towers. Scroll down a little way. You want to click on download for 1.1. Onto single player commands. Now the way I do things is I do the classic download rather than the automated installer. I find that if I have control over it, I know exactly what's happening. I know it's not going to mess the other mods up. So click this link just here to download it. Now we're on to the second last mod, which is Sensible Enchanting, and what a surprise, that seems to have been updated. So what I will have to do now is download this and make sure that I have the right version. So we scroll down, got to scroll down quite a long way, get past all the different pictures. You want to click on this button just here. No wonder, it was released today, the 2nd of February. So we'll click on that and then click download. Save it to wherever you would normally save it to. Now we're up to the last one, Twilight Forest. Once again, quite simple. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Scroll down, scroll down, and then click on the download button. You want the client files for Minecraft 1.1. So click on that, download it, save it, and then we're ready to move for the next step. Back soon. Okay everyone, here goes. It's time to get Minecraft installed and working with all the mods. The first thing you need to do, just ignore how mine's laid out, you need to run your Minecraft. In this case mine's Minecraft 64. Log in the way you normally would. Just ignore what's going on in the background in that window there. Because I'm running the 64-bit version, it brings that up in the background. So now what you need to do is click on texture packs and click open texture pack folder. What that will do is that will take you to the folder directly above your Minecraft folder. So click up one to be in your Minecraft, and then we go back to Minecraft, click done, click quit, and now we select all the files in this folder and we delete all of them. What that will force Minecraft to do is that will force Minecraft to go back to being a basic Minecraft 1.1 install with nothing. So type in username and password, log back in, it will now download and do its update thing. Just gotta wait for that to work. Bang. So now that it's loaded, we quit, and now we're ready to get going with installing the mods. So what I have done is I have saved the mods into a mods folder. So this is the list of all the mods I have to install, and also I've downloaded, and the links are attached as well to this video, the configuration files that you need in order to get the mods to work together. So what I've done is created an INS directory. So as I've installed each mod, I move the mod into that folder, because that's basically how I do it, so I can keep track of what I have installed and what I haven't installed. So fingers crossed everything will go well. I've done this a few times before, but now that I'm doing it, recording it, something is bound to go wrong. So we go to your Minecraft folder. The first thing you need to do is double click on bin, and now I use 7-zip, but pretty much anything works, although I really like 7-zip for this. So right click on your minecraft.jar, say open archive. I'm just going to try and resize this a little bit so it fits in the window that you can see it all. You need to come down to the meta INF folder and then click delete. It will say, are you sure you want to delete this? And you say, yes, thank you, I'm sure. So now you need to go back to your mods folder, and I categorize the mods into 3 separate categories. They are mods that need to go into the jar folder, so the Minecraft jar, mods that need to be just extracted and copied the full mod, and then mods that need to be just installed by copying the zip file into the mods folder. So what we'll do is we'll start with the jar ones, because they're generally the places where things can go wrong, and we'll install all of those. So the first one is Somnia. So double click on Somnia, select all the files. This is a bit difficult to do in such a small window. Copy them, dump them into the minecraft.jar, and hit yes that you want to update it. So that is now, that is now the first mod done. So we drag it to the install. The next one that is a jar install is audio mod. But before I get to audio mod, I'm actually going to do the mod loaders. That's plural mod loaders, and then I'm going to do Minecraft Forge, because those are the enabling for a lot of the other mods, and so I want to make sure I install them first to make sure that everything works. So I'm going to go to mod loader for 1.1. Once again, edit, select all files, drag and drop them. Sometimes you can't see the box that pops up, but you know it's there. So now mod loader is installed. Once again, take mod loader, put it in the install directory. Now we have 2 installed mods. And this list will get smaller and smaller as it works. So now we want mod loader MP. We're not playing multiplayer, but it's actually needed for quite a few of the mods. So you can just see it barely in the background there. I'll drag it and drop it in. Yes, I want to add it. Close that. Mod loader MP is now done. Now we want Minecraft Forge. Same thing again, I'll just get that out of the way a bit so you can see a bit better. Dump that in there. Yes, I want it all. Close it down. So it's a pretty straightforward process. Once you've done it a few times, it is anyway. So if I'm going a little bit fast, just pause the video and watch what I do. But so far for all of these jar ones, it's quite straightforward. So now that I have installed those particular mods, I'm now going to do audio mod. So again, select, drag, drop. When there's quite a few files, I tend to go edit, select all, but when there's just a couple, I tend to just manually select them. Either way works just fine. Close that. So we have now installed audio mod. We now need to go down to GUI API and install the GUI API. Yes, that was correct. Close that. Minecraft mods, so we've done GUI API now. Now the next one we're going to do is custom mob spawner. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to pause the video for 1 second. Hold on, please. Okay, sorry about that. it turns out we don't want to do custom mob spawner. I had a look at the readme file and it's actually copied into the mods folder, so we'll get to that one a little bit later on. We've done GUI API, we've done Minecraft Forge, done the mod loaders. There are a couple more that we will want to do, but before we go any further, we want to close minecraft.jar down, and now we want to once again open up and run Minecraft, because what this will do, and part of the reason I run it from a batch file, is that when there is a problem, this batch window here lets me know what the issue is. So now if I click login, sorry about that, so now that I boot that up, you see that it boots up. Mine's given me an error to do with the AL library. That's just because I was recording and the recording system locks out the audio, so that's not actually a problem, that's just something that's caused by the system. But what's important to note is that we didn't get a black screen, which meant Minecraft froze. Minecraft seems to have actually worked. So now that we've got that far, we will quit, and if we go back to our bin folder where the minecraft.jar is and go up one level, you'll see it's now created a mods folder. There's nothing in that folder yet, and we'll get to that soon. For now, we go back to the bin and once again open up our minecraft.jar. We're going to spend a bit of time in this because there's a couple more mods left to go. And so we go back to our mods folder, and the first one we will open up is the Code Chicken Core client. So we will double click on that, grab the files, and once again dump them into the minecraft.jar and click yes. And then we will do the not enough items, client 1.1.1, same thing again, grab, drop, dump, then we close, and then we don't have too many left to do. Now the not enough items red power plugin we will be installing into the jar, but you need to have red power installed before you can do that. And red power is one of the files that has an adjustable configuration that we need to modify, so we will get to that. I guess it's a little bit more complicated than some of the others, so yeah, we will get to that, just not right now. So the next one that we're going to do is turret mod. So double click on turret mod, and we need to double click on the bit that says content in minecraft.jar, edit select all, copy all of that in, hit yes. Now what you will also need to do with this is you'll then need to go back up, double click on the bit that says content in resources. You'll need to go back to your Minecraft bin folder, go up one level, and you'll see you have a resources folder. You need to open that up, and then if you drag and copy the mod folder there, do you want to merge them? Yes. That will copy all of the information that's needed for the music and for the sounds for the turret mod into that folder so that it works. So we can close that down, go back to our bin where we were before, and turret mod has now installed. Just making sure I haven't missed anything yet. Okay, the next one we're going to do is sensible enchanting. Same again, double click, edit, select all, copy, close, sensible enchanting installed. Now we will do single player commands, copy, yes, and close. Now single player commands is an unusual one because doing what we just did then, it will also have copied a file called worldedit.jar into your Minecraft folder. into your Minecraft.jar. So what you actually need to do is then get that ready, get your Minecraft bin beside it, and you need to then copy that file out. So it needs to be in your bin folder. I don't think it matters if it's in your jar, but I always delete it and take it out anyway. So once again, that was worldedit.jar, needs to be in the bin. You can leave it in here. I don't believe it makes a difference, but I deleted that anyway because it makes the file just a little bit smaller. So now we have what should be the very last one that we need to install into the jar for now, which is Twilight Forest. So double click, select all, drag and copy. Yes. So now if we close that, close our Minecraft.jar again, bring up our Minecraft folder and run it, we should hopefully, if everything goes well, have everything boot up without getting a black screen of death. There we go. And for some reason this time the audio has initialized. So if we click on single player and just really quickly create a world, sorry about how noisy this is going to be. I'll turn the sound off once it finishes loading. Actually, I'll just pause the video for I'll pause the video for a moment while it loads. Okay, so I've just loaded it up and paused it. So here we go. So, I normally invert my mouse, this is going to annoy me. So you press E to bring up your inventory and you can see not enough items has installed. If you scroll your way through, you can see all the Twilight Forest part has installed. And you'll see that there's really nothing else installed at the moment except for, just sort of as we flick through, the turret mod is installed. So you don't really need to open up a world and test it. I've just done that so that you can see that it does work. So we'll quit Minecraft now that we've done that. Now what we need to do is we need to copy the first file that goes into our Minecraft mods folder. So back to here where you had your Minecraft bin, go up one level. Darn, I shouldn't have clicked on that. There we go. So go up one level to .minecraft, go to mods. You can see that turret mod and single player commands have already created folders within this area. You now copy custom mob spawner directly into this folder. Don't decompress it, don't do anything, just copy it straight in, and now that's done. Now the next thing you need to do is go to the files that need to be extracted, which is Dr. Zark's Mo creatures and the three that I've conveniently labelled extract me, but they're computer craft, crafting table 2 and equivalent exchange. And then you need to, we'll start with the first one, which is Mo creatures. Open that up, come back over to this folder here, go back to just our basic Minecraft folder, and then copy everything out of the Mo creatures zip here, and then when it asks do you want to merge them, just say yes. So that's now Mo creatures installed. It is for computer craft. When you open it up, it has one computer craft folder. That computer craft folder goes into your mods folder, and it's done. Crafting table 2, you need to go up one level and you need to do config and mods and copy both of those folders and dump them in and say yes. And once again, you're dumping them into the root of your .minecraft. If you're using Mac OS X, I believe you have to copy that folder as well, but to be honest, I don't know. So that was crafting table 2 installed. Now we do equivalent exchange, and it is the same, mods and resources, copy the whole lot, say Yes please, I would like to merge them. And now we do matmos, which is the same. You select all of the files and you copy them all into the root of your Minecraft, and then say yes, you would like to merge the ones that need to be merged. And what else do we need to do? Now I think we need to open back up the mods folder, because we are going to install the Z's farming mod. And then once again you open it up and you get an XIE folder. Copy the XIE folder there. Now you need to install the content for that folder. So that has been installed. Open up farming content. Now this particular folder needs to be unzipped into XIE content. So copy that in there and you'll see it creates a new folder, and then work your way back up to your .minecraft, and then we close this. Okay, that was most unfortunate. I have not backed up two of the config files that I needed to. Rest assured they will be in the download link for this when you get it. They are the single player commands config, and they are the block ID config for Z's farming mod. I'm going to have some problems when I go to install those, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and update those config files, and I'm just going to pause the video while I do that. I'll be back soon. Sorry about that. I've now added the two additional files that I was missing, which is the xids and worldedit.properties. So now in the folder we just installed, so in the mods folder under Z content, farming content, default, we need to copy the first config file, which is ids.xid. So we'll copy that file over here and say copy. We want to copy and replace, and now the next time we run that particular mod, it should take the new configuration file into account. We also want to go into the config folder, and we want to copy over the, actually we haven't installed those yet, so sometimes you need to boot the mod up and get the mod to run before you do anything. What we can do though is go to the mods folder, go to SPP commands, and copy the second one, which is world edit properties. So copy and replace. That will update the wand item to be the busted record instead of the wooden axe. So now we're going to install, there are a couple of things left to install, and then everything else will be just drag and drop and dump into this folder. So somehow I have managed to miss one single file that goes in the jar. So if we go to bin and open the Minecraft jar up, whoops, shouldn't have expanded that so much. And then we open up this CI 2.2, that brings up two files. You need to take the first one and copy the first one and drop that in. The program will have problems if you copy the second one, so you just have to copy the first one in. And now that's convenient inventory installed. Now everything else that we have here gets installed by just copying and dropping it into the mod folder. So we can close minecraft.jar, we can go back to Minecraft, open up our mods folder, select all of the remaining zip files, being really careful here just to make sure I don't mess anything up, just to make sure I haven't missed any other one that should be copied in there. Yes, I have. The Not Enough Items Red Power plugin. So I'll do them one at a time so you can watch. Raise Minimap does go. Battle Towers does go. All of the Buildcraft files do go. Craft Guide does go. Farming content we've already installed. Industrial Craft 2 client, which is a jar file. You just copy the jar file and drop that. Inventory Tweaks does go. Mine Factory Reloaded does. Skip the next one, which is the Red Power plugin. Once you have Red Power installed and working, then you install the Red Power plugin. So the next one we do is Nether Ores, and then every other file we can just bulk copy them in, and we are almost ready to go. So now we once again will need to open up our Minecraft and run our Minecraft. This time we expect there to be problems because we haven't updated the configuration files yet. So here we go. We're about to see Industrial Craft 2 cause Minecraft to crash. So here we go. If we come over here and you scroll down in your Minecraft window, you can see Minecraft has crashed. It encountered a problem. And it says slot 243 is already occupied by Thermcraft when trying to boot Industrial Craft 2. So if you click close, now what we need to do is go to our Minecraft folder, not our mods folder. We need to go to our config folder. And then into this config, we copy all of our config files, obviously not the two we've already copied, and not the Red Power config. So the mod Clevercraft, mod Twilight Forest, Railcraft, and Thorncraft, and we need to copy those and say yes, yes, yes for the replacements. And then we close, well actually we go back up to the mods folder, and now we should be able to go back and we should be able to boot Minecraft. And this time, silly folders, too many things going on at once. And this time Minecraft should load correctly, except it's likely to give an error to do with items not working properly. Okay, something happened then that isn't working the way that it should. Okay, we've still received an issue for Industrial Craft loading. And so what we need to do now is go up one folder, go to Red Power, and we should just copy the final config file, which is redpower.cfg. And once we copy and replace that, now Industrial Craft should work and everything should play nicely. I need to watch this very carefully, and if it doesn't work, I need to work out what's gone wrong. Okay. Okay, so what's happened now is it's tried to load the Buildcraft 3 integration. That hasn't worked. It has successfully loaded Buildcraft 2. It's successfully loaded CG integration. It has successfully loaded not enough items. Thaumcraft for some reason has not added support for Industrial Craft 2. Now I don't know if that's what it should do. That's certainly not what I expected it to do, but that could be perfectly normal. I guess what we will do now is we will go into our world and we will see what did load and what didn't load. Just make this a little bit bigger for everyone now. We're going to expect to see some lag because it's really not an ideal way of doing things. I'm just going to go to my options, make the GUI a little bit bigger so that you can see it better. Okay, so we look like we have all the correct spawners. All the items seem to be in place. Everything looks as though it's going okay. We have the Thaumic generator. I guess this is just a quick thing that I can do a test of to make sure that it's working the way that it should. You don't need to do this, but I'm going to do this just to make sure everything is working the way that it should before we get too much further. So obviously you can see that most of the mods appear to be working quite well. What we will just do now is it's really weird playing Minecraft without the sound on. So what I will do is I will put that generator there, my crucible there, connect them up, throw. Okay, that didn't seem to work. What is going on? I've bought industrial diamonds. Let's try again, and this time let's try with real diamonds. There we go, real diamonds. Now we will put our battery box here, connect our cable up to it, and our battery box is charging. So I'm not sure what that note before meant about things not working, because it definitely has loaded the connection between Thaumcraft and Industrial Craft. So the mods are now working. We just have one thing left to do, and that was, if you saw in the Minecraft folder here, we had the not enough items red power plugin. Now this is an optional plugin that you can use. What it does is it allows you to see all of the items in red power. By default there's a number of them that don't show up. It's really, again, optional to choose whether you install this. I like to have it installed so you see all of them. It's as simple as opening your minecraft.jar again. Once you have that open, copying the two files, or the one file, one folder, and then dragging and dropping them in. Now that that has been done, we can close down our Minecraft folder, we can close down our mods folder, we can once again run Minecraft. This time we can run it in a bigger screen. I will just bring this over so you can see it loading. See that it hasn't crashed, there are no errors. I'm freaked out by there not being any sound, so I'm going to go options and turn some sound on. Not too much sound because I don't really need too much. And so here we go, we can hear our little crucible making noise, we can hear our generator doing its thing, showing that those two mods have integrated correctly. We can run around, we can play around with some stuff, we can punch things, we can go crazy and spawn diamond drills and just destroy the world. Now something that is worth noting with not enough items and with the latest versions of some of these mods is diamond drills and other things from industrial craft that have a charge level don't always spawn 100% correctly. So as you can see at the moment, this is spawning up as a diamond drill 30234. We come over here and we spawn this one, that is a 234 again. What it should be is a 234:1. That :1 is important because that's telling you how much power it actually has stored in it. Because it doesn't have that second bit, Minecraft doesn't actually know how much power is stored in it, and so you've effectively got a diamond drill that will last forever. And that goes for some of the other things that you can have as well. The downside is some of the items are just unable to function. So things like the nano saber and the armor that require a charge to work won't actually work at all. So there's I guess an upside and a downside to spawning things in and cheating. But there you go, you can see it works. It's the mod pack that I have settled on. We can press X and have a good look around. Something that I have noticed, and I will just make myself go really fast so I can check it out. Typo is that there don't seem to be any battle towers around. Now I don't know whether that's a biome thing, that I'm not in the correct biome for a battle tower, or whether I have incorrectly installed the mod. What I will do is just close this for a second, bring this up, which talks about the mods that have been installed, and if we scroll down a little bit, we should have all of the mods that are installed. So we've got Equivalent Exchange, Industrial Craft 2, Inventory Tweaks, Railcraft, Red Power, I'm looking, I'm seeing just about everything, except I'm not seeing the atomic thingy super mod. So what I'm going to do is really quickly try and work out what I have done incorrectly. I copied you in. Okay. Here is what I have done wrong. I have copied the whole zip file in, and I shouldn't have. So I can't edit that out of the video. That's going to be a bit hard. But what you can do is, if we take that out of the mods folder, open it up, open up the copy into Minecraft folder, go back to our Minecraft folder, drag and copy the whole lot in. Sorry about that. I knew this was going to happen. I knew there was something that was going to go wrong. Now you're correctly installed. What we should end up with now is a Minecraft that works and loads battle towers. So I'll just jump up a little way. There we go. Mod AS Battle Towers 1.1 is now loaded. So, just like it should have done the first time. So for everyone out there who's watching this, thank you very much for watching. Today is the 2nd of February. So over this weekend I intend to have a bit of a play around with my, I guess, my new Let's Play pack, to just, make sure I find a good seed and get things ready to get going. I am going to be on holidays though for this weekend, so you probably won't see a video from me now for a couple of days. So hopefully this will give you guys an opportunity to install the mods, the mod pack for yourself, and have a bit of a play around with it as well. And what I intend to do is I intend to upload the world file for this mod pack every 5 episodes of my Let's Play. So probably about once a week, or once every second week, I'll be uploading the world file. So thank you very much for watching. I hope everything goes well with your installation. Please feel free to post comments if you're having some problems and I will help you out. Again, thank you for watching. Astocky out.